my live stream is working again. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. I think I'm okay now. Okay, guys. I hope you can hear me okay. It's a better afternoon for your girl Aniya A. So let me just record this because I have
Oh, we don't need we don't have to play that one again, Jerry. They can watch it from my live. Wepa.
in my life and the lives of others around me. Because those who think of the shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on the wings of eagles, or they shall mount up and then like fly like eagles, or whatever Jesus was talking about when it had to do with the eagles, mounting up, they had to do with waiting upon the Lord because those are and shot out. So as a
Et nous partis là.
All right.
OK. Bonjour, bonsoir tout le monde. C'est un plaisir pour que nous ensemble avec vous encore dans la 8e édition GEL 2023. Donc, je dis à la, son jour spécial, son jour fabuleux, son jour magistral, son jour qui est extrêmement important parce que nous allons parler de affaires. Mesdames, yo, et all right, so give me another second. Bon, Il y a passé c'est Zoom nan m'beze seulement k'ap parler. Hello, et ou tande moi?
Yeah.
OK, good. Parce que YouTube là t'a bon mon feedback et puis qui vient remonter sur Zoom là, donc il vient créer on voit en retard parce que tout bagage encore. Oui, je dis nous allons parler de trois mesdames yo, mais nous allons mettre tout activisme dans question de diaspora et il y en a monde que me connaît personnellement de pouvoir parler de mesdames yo. On parler de question activisme, de pouvoir parler de question de diaspora, c'est Aniya. Et je me dis nous deux trois petits monde connaissent Aniya. Aniya son monde qui est extrêmement énergétique et li gagne en pile fougue et la kaili. Just like the fire, li vraiment et on top of every issue que li a mené. Question de diaspora, eh ben, il se représentant haïtien dans la question de non-national action network. C'est grâce avec Aniya qui fait que nous allons dans la question de marche avec Al Sharpton. Donc, c'est Aniya qui porte d'entrée nous, porte d'entrée tout haïtien dans National Action Network. Au cas songer Al Sharpton, gros bataille que révérend Al Sharpton mené et dans diaspora à travers le monde pour question droit moun noir, pour question vote. Et c'est un architecte président et Biden parce que vous connaissez que il était campé là depuis since day one ensemble avec lui et sous Trump il était prend responsabilité pour que il était capable de Trump réconcilier et ça avec leadership Al Sharpton qui nous a le marché Washington, c'est grâce à tout le travail ça, c'est Aniya. Aniya représente nous dans la diaspora. Aniya a le marché et pour immigrants, ouais, tout immigrant qui était en bas pour des yo, eh ben Aniya lui-même, il a dit ça va qu'à fait. Depuis là, il parle comme ça, dit tout et il était arrêté. C'est une histoire de Brooklyn et 6. C'est 6, right, Aniya? C'est pas 8. Brooklyn 6, il était arrêté. Il était mis dans la prison, dans la côte, et bien, Haïti, il était débarqué. Il a dit, pas qu'un bagage comme ça, dit tout, n'a manifesté pour être capable de dire son bon travail qui a fait. Donc, Aniya, dans la communauté, il représente nous. Les qui gagnent la Black Party, les qui gagnent un event, les qui gagnent elected official qui ont mis la activité, c'est Aniya qui représente nous. Même les nouvelles parlent anglais, mais c'est petit haïtien. 100% haïtien. Li mange pile manger et créole pour comprendre. Li danser, li même drapeau li. Et c'est tout li représenter mesdames yo. Et bien c'est avec Aniya nous va regarder aujourd'hui et comment li ouais droit mesdames yo. Elles sont défenseurs mesdames yo. Ça son avocat patenté, c'est défenseur mesdames yo. Ça veut dire n'importe mesdames là qui ont problème, qui veut se résoudre, joindre avec Aniya. Donc c'est leader nous. Et notre diaspora, c'est leader mesdames, c'est avec un gros applaudissement d'après ses voix. Aniya, this is yours now.
Merci, Dieury. Dieury, mais pourquoi ouais visage maintenant à Facebook? Est-ce que il pas monté sur Facebook, mais ouais, seulement dans Facebook là?
Yes, et pour ta faire ça, faut que tu aies, OK, faut que tu aies un request pour moi. Ouais, en bas Facebook là.
OK, non, ou na page moi déjà, mais pas de problème. Moun yo pas attendre voir, yo ouais photo dans flyer, mais mettez
on va faire ça. Kounia,
pas de problème.
OK, on va l'inviter sur mais on va une invitation pour sur Facebook là.
OK. En tout cas, nom c'est Aniya et comme Dieury fait dit nous, and this was, ça c'est une belle réclame Dieury fait pour moi, gale m'a fait ou ça y est a cut et m'a edit réclame ça pour le m'a fait l'autre show, l'autre interview. Encore nom c'est Aniya et moi bien content moi là avec nous à soir aujourd'hui après-midi ça. Dieury avec moi, nous travaillons ensemble dans la bataille pour Haïti depuis longtemps et nous sommes supposés faire interview ça depuis longtemps tout, mais nous toujours des petits problèmes. Moi-même, mais pour tout le monde et puis tout pour nous là, moi faire un petit bébé, so un peu le monde, si nous pas reconnaître visage parce que moi j'ai un petit poids sur moi, c'est parce que bon Dieu là, un bel petit garçon qui est le king, mais Aniya.
Yes, King.
nous connaissons King très, très bien. Et Dieury connaît King et King Salenu. L'abdomen kounia, so m'a essayé faire interview ça très vite avant
Oui.
que ça lever. Vous comprenez bagay yo.
Oui, parce que lever, depuis lever, il a take over.
La takeover, c'est un total takeover lié. En tout cas, Dieury ouvre tout bagay très bien. Pour pile monde qui pas comprendre qui est moyen et pour qui ça m'a goumé, nous pas qu'à quitter Haïti comme ça encore. Même les m'a goumé pour affaire de femmes et même les m'a goumé pour cas problème cas nous gagne aux États-Unis, spécialement en New York. Même les m'a goumé pour santé femmes parce que nous avons pile femmes qui a passé en pile misère. On da fibrom avec tout l'autre problème les a fait ti moun un petit bagay n'a assez avec santé nous tout mais puis go bagay là c'est pour Haïti est-ce que Haïti c'est potomidom Haïti c'est tout bagay pour moi mais pas le crier j'ai reconnu c'est au petit crier moi dans quelques minutes là me senti je m'a trompé avec l'eau parce que l'impasse de Haïti mes amis devait tuer tout le monde qui a fait Haïti méchanceté. Haïti, c'est ça, moi, j'aime plus dans la vie. Pour qui ça? En plus, le monde pas connaît pour qui ça, moi, j'aime Haïti constant. Premièrement, c'est côté famille sorti. Maman avec papa, ils fait un Port-au-Prince, même t'es fait Léogane. En plus, le monde connaît famille. Mais pas jamais parler de famille, pas jamais dire mon nom et famille tout parce que bon Dieu t'a montré many years ago, decades ago. Ou jou ta privé, côté moun ta vle connaître plus que moi. So, ça moi fait depuis 20 ans déjà, ok? Me lage non, parce que me pas vle moun dans business Aniya et parce que là nous ouais bataille ça, comprenez-moi bien. C'est parce que moi ouais en pile dans vim. Avec ça tout, moi al fait éducation et jodi a bon expliquer nous bien. Côté famille sorti Haïti, c'est pas un bagay petit lié même. Pile monde si me tap di ou ça ouais dans vim. Côté me sorti Haïti, nous tap permet n'a pris job, n'a pris tout bagay net. Mais comprendre ça bien, bon Dieu sauver vim depuis m'te 11 ans pour me faire travail pour lui. OK? Je pas parler plus fort. Mais moi, j'ai famille, moi, j'ai voisinage, moi, j'ai pile monde qui a suivi, les m'a parlé dans radio méga, dans tout panel, dans tout ABC, NBC, Pix11, tout net. Moun yo attendem, yo suivent, yo connaissent bien parce que yo né avec famille. En tout cas, je ne vais pas kembe nous long aujourd'hui, mais moi, je vais passer message ça, s'il vous plaît, si n'attendez, bon Dieu, papa. Il y a une guerre qui vini. Je dis nous ça clairement. Il y a une guerre qui vini, une grosse guerre. Haïti a prendre place, lui. Bon Dieu a bail Haïti courage encore. Tout le monde qui a volé dans mes petite bon Dieu qui Haïti, ça nous connaît, bon Dieu a réglé avec eux. Mais petit monde m'a parlé avec nous clairement aujourd'hui, comme petite ville, comme petite Haïti, comme petite Anne-Marie, ok, gun même a parlé avec nous aujourd'hui. Régler tête nous, faire bagay bien dans vie nous, make sure men nous clean, parce que guess ça qui a vini, bon Dieu papa, c'est pas bagay petit. Ou est moun a saccagé Haïti kounya, nous ouais problème Haïti a passé, mais bon Dieu qui dans ciel là, l'attend de tout bagay et l'attend pour qui est-ce qui gagne plus force qui a goumé avec eux qui a fait mauvaises actions sur petit liant. Haïti c'est petit bon Dieu lié. Haïti a levé encore. Haïti a frappé toute nation encore, mais c'est Timoun la caille supposé répondre place yo pour meilleur clean, pour meilleur pas aucun problème. Tout le monde qui a volé dans Haïti, m'a dit nous ça clairement. 6 points, oui, petit moi yo. 6 points. Si nous des armes n'a tué dans la Haïti, n'a tué monde qui innocent. Si nous n'avons pas de loi mystique, n'a fait mauvaises actions sur monde qui innocent, retirez tête nous tout doucement à parler avec bon Dieu. Parce que guerre ça cap vini, n'a souhaité nous attendez. Parce que jeudi, c'est 19 septembre 2023. Des actions qui passent là, côté Mouno après plan place. Vous connaissez ti créole nan lou, mais nous comprenons.
Oui,
Nous,
oui.
mais pas parler plus fort, mais gen un gros bagay n'a quoi. Et moi-même, comme petite la caille, m'a retourné à Haïti tout. Laisse ça arriver, les jours ça arriver, n'a pas de causer. N'a pas de causer. Jerry ou lavem? Bon, Jerry allait quitter nous. En tout cas, si moun mwen yo, mwen fin parler de sujet ça. Qui ça mwen vle di nou encore? Comprenez bien, ok? Mwen parler de Haïti, c'est un bagay qui fait un pile chagrin. Le mwen ouais, problème qui a passé, mais mwen fait pas un message là, c'est un message qui sorti dans l'autre là. Ok? C'est là pour tout le monde qui a suivi l'émission, ça, pour tout le monde qui a entendu nous, comprendre tout. Nous pas qu'à chita à crier seulement. Oh bon Dieu, qui ça n'a fait pour tout le monde qui a des âmes dans le tout les bandits, qui ça n'a fait pour eux? Non, mettez force sur nous. Mettez force sur nous, nous pas égarés. Nous pas égarés, nous pas moun sort nous yé. Mettez force sur nous, campez jump, al pozam yo, couper tête boule caille, c'est pas ça nous te dit nous, mais pour nous là n'a fait pour faire ou bagay pour faire Haïti plus belle toujours. Regardez ça Dominicain yo a fait nous. Il a passé nous dans caca. Regardez ça États-Unis a fait nous. Il a passé nous dans caca. Regardez Canada tout l'autre pays ça. Est-ce que vous gagnez plus force passer haïtien? Hein? Est-ce que vous gagnez plus force?
Non.
Non. Si on pas qu'à gagner plus force, c'est nous-mêmes qui fait tout le monde qui est nous. Pour qui ça n'a pas passé nous notre caca? Hein? Petit moi yo, levez camper. Tout le monde qui gagne, mais nous clean, nous laver, mais nous déjà, nous connaissons qui est bon Dieu, nous connaissons qui ça bon Dieu, pas nous déjà comme rêve, comme vision. Camper, dis ou bagay, nous pas quitter blanc ça, blanc man ça, quand vous te fout sortir pour connaître bagay Haïti, en bas mon Haïti, hein? Nous chita là n'a prié seulement. Oh my God. Ouais, ti break ça bon Dieu te pas moi, hein? C'est pour tes garçons pour me lever. Mais pas penser Aniya est fini avec Haïti. Pas que ça merde pour nous. OK? Dieury ou là? OK? Pas que ça. Parce que moun pense là on petit break. Oh, Aniya fin parler, Aniya pas de goumer encore. Pas de jambe ça. Vous connaissez ça qui fait mal. Dieury fait parler. C'est moi-même qui gomme pour tout le monde. Je gomme pour toutes les circonstances, femmes, et problèmes de santé, et cas, nous avons aider nous dans les bagages États-Unis, Haïti, etc. Parce que c'est nous à nous. Let's be clear, okay? Let's parler aussi anglais avec nous, Jerry, okay? At the end of the day, let's be clear. Jerry just explained it very well, right? We as a Black people are disregarded. You know, I want to be able to say this in Creole, but of course my Creole is still being worked on. So a couple of the words I'm still kind of like, oh Jesus, what was that word? I know them, but it's better for me to say it in English and for somebody to translate it out there for me. We as a Black people are still considered 3/5 of humans. That's in the Constitution of the United States, which is the mega power of the world, until the other countries overtake America, which I don't think is ever going to happen. But let me be clear with those that are listening right now. If Haiti was one of the dynamic forces to help the United States get its independence, if Haiti was also that power player that helped the Jewish people get their independence and free themselves from the emancipation that they were going through and all the crises and everything, then what makes you all think that we're not bright enough to do it for ourselves? Why do we keep letting the bastards run our country when we are the children of the country? I need you guys to understand something very clearly. If it wasn't for our 500 soldiers coming into Savannah, where would this country be? If it wasn't for Haiti always standing up for every country and nationality, where would all these bastards be, right? So if we've done that many years ago, what the hell is the problem now in 2023? Stay focused, fam. Understand something. You have it within you. Yes, they have the guns. Yes, they have the artillery. Yes, they have the machinery. Yes, they have all of this digital technology. But you know what the real power is, my dudes? The real power is within. The real power is the ancestors. And of course, and I have to say it like this, because I'm going to end in a couple of minutes because I know this boy is going to get up. And I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Like I said, a lot of people don't know everything about me. A lot of people often wonder, where I came from. What am I doing? A lot of people say stupid stuff like, Aniya, why do you fight for Haiti? Why do you fight for these people that can't do anything for you? Why do you fight for the children? Aniya, why do you do this? Why do you do that? Number one, let me be very clear with people. Let me be very clear with people. Let me be very clear with people. I have died and come back to life twice. I have a rare medical condition where literally I laid in a bed and took my last breath. Prior to that, it was in my bedroom on the second floor of our home in the South Florida community. I've died. I felt it. I felt the complete peace. This was almost 20 years ago, 15 years ago, and I was Gucci with dying and staying buried. But God said no. One day I opened my eyes after being gone for God knows how long, right? After the doctors told my mom to go pray because it was over. I opened my eyes and all I could do was stare. I could stare at the walls. I could see numbers. Didn't even know what numbers were. I had to be rehabilitated from head to toe. I was put on so many medications because none of my organs worked. So when you see me fighting for other people, I got to say it like this. It's not because I have nothing to do, fam. It's not because I don't have a life. This is my life. This is a mandate from God. When God brought me back to life, he tells me what to do and where to go. If you notice, fam, I don't go everywhere. I don't deal with everybody, right? Literally. If I'm here today, it's because I have a respect for this brother named Dieury Dumas. You know how many interviews and how many Zooms and how many things I have to turn down? Sometimes I want to be in a space. I'll tell you like this, guys. I'm going to tell it straight. There was an event that I wanted to be at months ago, right? And I was like, I gotta hear this person speak about this particular topic. Matter of fact, it was on relationships. To this day, I don't know why God didn't let it happen. I was like, yo, I gotta hear this conversation. I even tried to get the live viewing, live Zoom, whatever, and they're probably watching now. They might understand, or the people around them may understand this, right? I tried so hard because I had to hear something. I wanted to hear something. I didn't have to. I wanted to hear something from myself to figure out, their particular stance on a situation or whatever, on relationships and stuff. Every which way I tried, it was blocked. I couldn't make it. In your own personal lives, you'll understand this. Sometimes you want to do something. Des fois, nous voulons faire un bagay. Nous tellement pressés pour nous faire. Nous dit, n'importe circonstance, n'importe ça, moi, pour faire, m'a parler, m'a fait bagay là. Et puis, bon Dieu dit non, non. Il dit non, oui. Il dit non, non, non. Against ça même. God, in his divine order, orders our steps. He orders our thoughts. He orders our thinking. He orders our mouths. He orders everything. It is up to us to comprehend that he allows good, he allows evil, he allows the indifference. So when I came back to this earth, literally, because I was already at, I don't want to say the pearly gates because I didn't see the pearly gates, but I saw the white light. Just as you see a white light around me right now, beaming off the white wall with my son's pictures back here, right? Understand something. I was there at the white light, fam. Moi, t'es là, côté lumière blanc, et puis, moi, calme, like, I don't know how to explain it. The white light and the peace of God is so powerful, you don't want to come back. You're good where you're at, right? So I was chilling, like, okay, no more bills, because that was the last thought in my head. Denye bagay mwen pase, c'était bill. Mwen di tet mwen, oh, mwen ke bon, pa gen bill ankor. That was all I could think about, was not having any more bills, right? Next thing you know, I'm coming back to this earth. But here's where I conclude. If God ordains me to be this person and do this and say the things that I say and do the things that I do and go to places I go and literally help the people I'm ordained to help, what makes you people have the audacity and the unmitigated gall, the gun, the bull sack to tell me what the hell I'm supposed to do with who and what? Who do you people think you are? I have to talk to you sometimes, people. I have to talk to the people sometimes. Jerry, forgive me. But for those that want to come against people like myself, people like Jerry, people that are actually trying to help the people of the world, you guys should take a back seat. I'm not going to curse on Jerry's platform because that's not sexy to do on a brother's platform that respects me enough to bring me on here live. But understand, I have a lot of thoughts for you people, and they're not the best. I've had people come to me and say, oh, you don't know how bad our Haitian people are. You don't know when they get to America what they're going to do. Do you know that's called trauma? Not only is it trauma from them about what they're about to do here in the United States, there's also a trauma within you. Boy, we have work to do. We have work to do, people. The work that we have to do is so deep because we have to unravel all of the trauma. I don't know how to say that in Creole. Trust and believe that. But we have to dig deep within our souls to understand something, right? That the problems that you think that your relatives are bringing to you in the United States, to Brooklyn, to Florida, to let's say Colorado, even though I don't think there's any Haitians there, right? That's what you call trauma. That's what you call learned behavior, right? And let me break it down for you psychologically, because a lot of people don't study this field because there really isn't much money in it. But my prayer is that many more people study this field so that we can have a better functioning world. When you are exposed to certain types of behaviors and traits and characteristics as a small child, you are prone to actually mimicking that behavior, those traits, those characteristics, because that is what you're exposed to. The eyes are the gate to the soul, to the mind, to everything. Without our eyes, we see nothing. So if we see nothing, we can't do a damn thing. But if we see something, we're going to mimic it. That's why it talks about in the Bible and in other scholars' places that literally prepare yourself, cover your eyes, cover your ears, cover your children's ears, cover your children's eyes, because the minute that they're exposed to some of the things that are happening in the world, they will be able to absorb them and they will be able to do that same thing. So when you see, right, our Haitian people hurting each other, that's because that's what they were taught, that's what they were exposed to. But if we have a little more compassion and if we comprehend, wow, maybe we should sit down with them, maybe we should talk to them, maybe we should understand why are they doing the things that they're doing, then we will have a better understanding so that hurt people can stop hurting people. But my biggest gripe and my biggest pain is when I hear the people telling me to stop helping my own people because they're not worth it. Well, if that's the case, how the hell am I able to sit in front of you today? Comment faire moi ka chita devant nous aujourd'hui pour me parler avec nous, pour me prendre éducation bien sérieux, pour me voyager dans tout pays, me voyager, pour m'éduquer psychologue en Angleterre, because somebody opened the door. Si au monde pas ouvert moi-même, comment faire moi ka
ouvrir et pour l'autre monde. Yeah. Donc, oui, et on a besoin pile à l'amour, il y a besoin pile et travail psychologique parce que les ou prend et ça y a fait mesdames par exemple. Tant qu'on a pays d'Haïti et les bandits rentrent en côté. Première victime là et c'est pas garçon et pas timoun yo mais c'est mesdames yo, vous comprenez et yo toujours foncé de bagages, doit besoin rentrer dans top détail. Donc on a besoin pour que yo parle ensemble avec yo. Pour apprendre pour respecter la vie parce qu'en Haïti je dis on ne pas respecter la vie moun yo vous comprenez donc mettez peuple là dans une mauvaise situation côté que a conseiller de bagaille
parce que moun yo vle yo fait ça comme dire Jerry n'a parlé bien kounya parce que Jerry c'est activiste souye bon dit nous bagay l'am bien les voleurs sa yo qui rentre Haïti ou pense yo vini et puis yo dit moun yo oh al chita là m'a pas voler et puis pas faire rien ou just garder non Jerry non tout le monde qui a suivi nous aujourd'hui moun qui a fait pigo zak yo c'est moun nou pa ka wè hein Blanc, yo, c'est moun qui arabe, yo, c'est moun qui syrien, yo, c'est moun qui vole, yo, qui plus fort parce que bandi yo gangou, bon, papa. Qui barbecue, quand elle te connaît bagay, elle fait molestation, elle fait rape, elle fait tout ça, tout ti moun yo avec femme yo, hein? Bandi yo, c'est pas moun mauvais moun yo teye, non? Tu pas bien penser ça, yo gangou. Yo gangou. Si yo pas de gangou, yo pas jamais dans situation ça.
That's it.
C'est pour nous rester zam yo nan meilleur pour nous bailler un petit manger pour yo manger, pour papa. Là yo gen ti manger pour yo manger. Ou parce y a chita y a fait mauvais acte ça yo, même concours à États-Unis hein. Ti zam yo gen nan meilleur ti moun yo ki là. Est-ce que nous te ka fait zam en Brooklyn, nous ka fait zam dans Bronx, nous ka fait zam dans New Jersey? Y a sorti côté blanc nan yo.
Yeah. Donc, c'est moun sa yo qui a profité. C'est ça qui problème dans le pays d'Haïti. Yo vend moun yo zam, yo vend yo bal, vous comprenez? Il a profité et puis pas gagné qui j'aime rivé yo. Donc, faut moun yo comprendre bagay sa yo. C'est pas comme si bandi yo seulement, mais et moun qui derrière yo. Oui, n'a voyé la police, n'a voyé l'armée, n'a demandé force internationale pour venir mettre la paix, mais et moun et fournisseur zam sa yo. Et moun kapé et profiter de tout zak sa yo k'ap passé en un pays. Kouna la, y a mette moun yo dehors et dans caillou. Donc, kouna qui va profiter de tout genre de bagages. Donc, ça c'est comme ça. Donc,
continue à parler Dieury King l'a levé.
OK, oui. Donc là, oui, donc ça c'est situation côté que nous à vivre. Et je nous kawea et Aniya même avec un pilote monde dans diaspora, yo vraiment affecté et par ça qu'a passé. Et donc là, nous connaissons que diaspora lui-même faire une manifestation et quitter et depuis sous les Aristide ou bien depuis sous temps d'Ivalier, diaspora eux-mêmes yo toujours involved dans une série de bagages qui a passé en d'un pays parce que yo pas capable de regarder. Nous avons famille nous avons amis nous et en pile nous qu'on habite vini et dans diaspora. Donc je dis à la l'éclair et pour tout le monde. Aniya fait éclair pour nous. C'est pas seulement bandi qui problème là. C'est pas seulement d'ailleurs il dit nous pas faire zam. Haïti pas faire zam. Premier bagage qui te gagne, yo te toujours dit côté zam yo sorti. Côté zam yo sorti. Qui est-ce qui fait zam yo? Qui est-ce qui a profité des zam? Parce que sous pas stopper factoriant, là toujours continue faire zam, là je l'autre côté pour le passer, là je l'autre monde libre le bail, là toujours jouer non c'est de monde qui font ces bagages. Donc nous besoin stopper question manufacture là n'est qu'à profiter gros blanc nous pas jamais et il y en a plus bon côté pour nous stopper c'est dans diaspora et bien dans diaspora nous avons un activiste qui c'est Aniya qui chita avec gros chef yo il fait photo avec maire et Adams, il fait photo avec le gouverneur, il fait photo ensemble avec le président. Hi King, how you doing?
Avec Councilman Kevin C. Riley, bien en forme dans page Facebook.
Et Kim nan tout chef yo, li kon tout chef yo, mettez respect et devant nos King nan, parce que là, ça c'est nouvelle génération, on a préparé King nan là pour le temps comme mal, pour leur deuxième MLK, pour le deuxième King.
Pas outil blague. Le King est délai 3 mois ou 2 mois, bagay comme ça. Mais aller dans event dans Harlem, premier moun ouais c'est Sénat Claire, Cordell Claire. Oh my God, je dis que bagaille vin toucher King non. So li parle avec King, li compte, li toucher King. Ou après ça, D.A. Bragg, Alvin Bragg, nous connaissons D.A. Bragg.
Yes.
Parce que c'est un monde qui aide, moun yo connaît bien. So pour moi, j'ai ou bel si King nan vi moi nan même m'a fait toute balouti bénédiction pour moi. Amen, Dieury. Amen.
Amen. Donc, je bien content que vous parlez de Alvin Bragg. So, c'est c'est un homme qui est extrêmement important dans la bataille qui gagne aujourd'hui parce que li campé et la défendre blanc dans ça yo qui a fait zam et c'est net plan qui a supporté bon blanc ça yo qui a fait zam mettre dans mes petits jeunes yo il va jamais camper pendant le président pour te mettre en série de loi pour te capable régulariser zam ça yo et en pile dans zam ça yo connaît bien que ces hommes ça la terre dans pays d'Haïti et puis yo pas jamais fait un. Donc nous besoin on Alvin Bragg qui pour mettre l'ordre dans des ordres et sous Trump. Donc et me de photo ensemble avec lui, ça te fait un grand plaisir pour moi que et ou bon côté ou on est qu'à font travail qui aussi superbe et n'a dit courage pour qu'il continue et notre travail ça. Donc là, on nous fait le petit chita parler sur et activisme mesdames yo. Comment ou est mesdames yo dans question de politique et tant que nous gagne là et vice président qui c'est Kamala Harris, comment ou même ou est mesdames yo a évoluer dans question et politique dans jour ça.
Ok, pas de problème. Bon, ou pas ouais, King a bravo pour belle question. Yo, li bat bravo pour Dieury.
Yes, well, bravo.
Content. En tout cas, bagay politique, bon, pas nous bagay qui tellement, tel pour bagay Alvin Bragg, après, avant nous finir avec l'histoire ça. Alvin Bragg, ça, next ça, c'est un bon monde lié, oui. Next ça, il y a un petit pour compte, il y a madame, il y a un petit bagay là, mais il était passé un pile bagay nan mais blanc nan yo avant il vini caisse lié. À jump. I don't know how to say it in Creole exactly, but never count somebody out when you see them struggling. Okay? Next time they passe un pile bagay frère te passe un pile mauvais acte et c'est pour qui ça les fait ça la fait jodi en tout pour aider l'autre monde qui semble. Ça m'a dit OK? Là nous passer bagay pas jamais tourner retourner like turn your back on the people. Pas jamais pour les bridge là pour l'autre monde pas passer sous bridge là. Okay, now moving on to the women. So what I want people to understand is a lot of people were very disrespectful towards President Obama and Michelle Obama. And I bring them up because of this. I tell people all the time, prior to Auntie Michelle and Uncle Barack Obama, because in my mind, c'est tonton avec ma tête d'oreiller. C'est Auntie and Uncle, okay? Même le Barack, so el garçon, il comprend bien. En tout cas.
Yeah.
You know, so what I want to say is this, right? In life, we have to pay attention to everything around us. A lot of people are like, oh, what did Obama do for us? What did he do for us? He didn't do anything. Let's be clear, and I've been saying this for years. Obama couldn't do much of anything but be a leader and be a voice and be in front of the camera a lot and show the people, if I can do it, you can too. Without that example, how would we have all the women that we have in politics, the immigrants that are running for office that are in politics, as well as all the men, the Black men that we have right now in office? Okay? What people have to comprehend is this: imagery is everything. The media is everything. You know, Jerry, when people ask me, oh, Aniya, what are your thoughts about Obama? I said he did a fine job. Oh, how can you say that? Look what he did. Look at all the travesties. They used him. That's the key word. Yo, utilize pour your faire sali. Like, in other words, they used Obama to do the agenda that they wanted, but in the same facet.
Exactly.
Those who understand the world better and have an education, they're not going to do the bad things that they put Obama to represent. They're going to do the good things, Jerry.
That's it. And this is politics. You cannot come and do whatever you want. Or otherwise, it will end up like Trump. He's smart enough to do the job the way he's supposed to do it. And now he ain't got no legal trouble. Trump came and then he could do whatever he want. Now look at him. Look at where Now if it was that right, well then that he will be in jail by now. He'll be in jail. He's in so legal trouble. People are so what's going on with this guy? Okay, so Obama did 2 terms. He did it the way he's supposed to do it. Now he got his peace. He's doing whatever he wants. He's going through his story.
Writing books. His wife is in a bell place writing books. They're happy. They don't have any stress. Their children are not in jail. Look at Biden's son. Yes. I didn't pity Biden, Roger Papa.
Exactly. The guy is the smartest. It's the smartest. Like in his story, he did what exactly he's supposed to do. Help the economy. Come on, the economy was in the drain. The economy is on the drain. He said,
here's the bottom line that I love the fact that we're talking about this. And for those that are not understanding or not very educated, just look at it this way, right? You go to a job, Jerry. Before you start a job, don't they tell you this is our rules and regulations? If
yes,
you follow protocol, you're gonna have
yes,
to get fired. You're gonna have to leave.
exactly.
Right, was like, oh, this is the manuscript. This is the rules and the regulations. This is the code of conduct. Let me follow the codes and then get fired. And they said, yes. He said, okay, pas de problème. But he probably went to God and said, God, help me. Remember this. Now, I want people to understand. I add comedy sometimes to situations, and I try to lighten the load. But remember, guys, Obama didn't one day wake up and say, "I'm the president." No, he has what you call tenure and history in politics.
Exactly.
With me, Jerry, people don't know how I started in politics, right? You'll never believe it. And I can talk about it now because I pray enough that they're not after me still, right?
Yeah.
I pray that they have forgotten me in Florida, but they never do forget you. They're waiting for the day to come for you. I kid you not. That's how the mafia is. That's how the mobsters are. That's how gangsters are. But what people don't understand is I come from multiple different worlds. So I understand multiple worlds.
Yeah.
Say this, and I hope people catch this, especially my South Florida people. Jerry, when I went to South Florida, right, leaving Atlanta real quick, right, I didn't go for politics. I didn't go to become a TV producer or be on TV and the radio. Matter of fact, in the community that I was in, I didn't even think anything like that existed because it was a small town. But when God, and I want people to understand why I'm always talking about God, when he calls you, Jerry, to do what you're doing, he doesn't tell you how everything is going to work. He just says, start your platform, go work, go stand up and fight for Haiti, right? He doesn't tell you along the way, you might have a few problems. Go. So imagine me being a little Haitian American, not knowing anything about politics, except from my universities and being a leader in different, positions in school. When I go to South Florida, I'm the only Black person in my area out of 100, 200, 300,000 people.
Wow.
Yes, in Port St. Lucie, Fort Pierce, the entire Treasure Coast, 13 cities. And I'm the only one saying certain things. And I'm looking around me like, are you people dumb? Like, you don't understand what's happening around you. So
wow.
I'm on radio, I'm on TV, and I'm in the newspapers. So now the media, as well as the politicians, Jerry, are taking notice. They're like, who is this little Black girl? Where did she come from? But because my parents were not poor, I thought, money and, education would help in certain situations. Like Obama, I'm not saying I'm Obama by any stretch of the imagination, but I already had history in certain areas in which I thought I was good. Well, baby, the people that are more powerful than you, that are stronger than you, they're always listening and they're always trying to see how they can take you out. And that's the truth. That's the truth. So, Jerry, I'm going to close and tell you this part real quick. So now I'm in South. Oh, shoot. King is in the bathroom.
Yes. All right. So, nous connaissons que Aniya, fait que on petit garçon là, c'est King, connaît que petit garçon, yo extrêmement comme si yo de temps en temps là, a moyen annoncé de côté, donc il prend un coup de pause pour que les capable de contrôler. Oui.
I'm just going to share the rest of this story because a lot of people don't understand how I even ended up in politics, how I ended up knowing what I know and doing what I do. So Dieury, as the only Black person in this community, like I said, like 300,000, maybe more people are listening to me on radio, television. Then my numbers started to increase on radio because of the frequency, right? When you are on FM radio, you could be 1 million, 2, 3 million people could be listening to you on FM radio. So every step of the way, the people that are listening to me are increasing in this community. So naturally, the people that want to shut me up are listening too. Don't think you only have fans out here, fam. You got the haters too. One day, I don't know how I ended up meeting the mayor of the city, but what she didn't know was I knew her family personally. Now that I have a little bit more strength, I can share this publicly. This woman's family were all involved in drugs and a lot of problems. I knew personally because of the relationships that were built around me in this community. So I told her I wished her condolences to somebody that had died of a drug overdose. And that's when my life turned upside down. Because if you know anything about the human psyche, and if you know anything about relationships and government and power, none of these governmental officials want to be exposed that their family is dying from drug overdoses, right? It was at that point that God showed me to get out of the town that I was in and out of my family's homes and go and run and hide because she was after me.
Wow.
Okay? So that's how my political entrance started initially, when I literally was faced with all of this turmoil. And that's also when Dieury, and for anybody else that's watching, and I'm going to say it very clearly, I was not only able to take one mayor out of power and put another mayor in, Dieury, but that's when she was exposed as far as her personality. What happens a lot of times, and just like we're talking about President Obama, when you step out of line, when it comes to people in power, they have certain terminologies, they have certain characteristics. One in particular is, don't push my buttons, or don't poke the bear, or dare overstep your boundaries. Because they think you're so small that you cannot do anything further because they're people. But what people have to also comprehend, like Trump, and as we can see now, once you are fighting against the army of God and those that have a specific power, none of that makes sense if you're doing the right thing. I never went to hurt the mayor of that town almost 20 years ago. I was doing God's work and opening the eyes of the Black people, the Haitian people, the Jamaican people, the people in this town that were still asleep, that didn't know their rights, that didn't know how to stand up for themselves.
That's it.
But you want to come after me? So with that being said, and as I close that particular segment, she got out of office, Dieury. We got her out, and I put a white man in office that actually shared and cared his heart with me. He sat at my table at my parents' house. He ate dinner. He sat there and supported my projects and my dreams and visions. And you know what? To this day, we're friends, even though he's no longer the mayor and he has stepped out of his position. And if you guys want to go and research all of this, the former mayor is Mayor Joanne Fayella. I'm telling the truth today. And Mayor Gregory Orvac, he's the former mayor who just left. The new mayor of Port St. Lucie, I believe, is Shannon Martin. Okay? So so when you said about Obama and Trump, that stuff is true. There's different ways you are set up in certain situations. Once you overstep your boundaries, it's over. But if you're just trying to help the people, don't.
Yes, if you try to make change, and this is the change that people want, you need to get the people behind you, and then you're gonna make the change. And then this is how you change institution, you make laws, but you cannot go by yourself saying, hey, I'm the guy, I'm the only one who can make it, and I don't the people. You're gonna get into trouble just like Trump. And
then start an insurrection and try to burn down the whole government. But Dieury, don't forget, Trump said it 25 to 30 years ago on the Oprah Winfrey Show. He said he can kill somebody on Fifth Avenue and get away with it. He said he would be, if he would ever run for president, that he would run for the Republican Party because they're so stupid they would vote in. And I want to close with this part of Port St. Lucie, the Treasure Coast, these 13 cities, because I want to share the ending of that story, because there's a lot that happened in that time, Jerry. But let me share the best part, because a lot of times you don't hear the following part of the story. Not only did I know more about politics, and I became a staple in the community as a leader and a fighter, and everybody knew Aniya A, right, for standing up for the people. Jerry, I was introduced to the only Black Jamaican attorney mayor that ever ruled in South Florida, named in Stuart, Florida, named Mayor Eula Clark from Jamaica. She's my second mother. And a lot of people don't understand that. It was during that time I was going through so many problems that this woman God brought into my life to mentor me and help me. But Jerry, let's be honest, right? Because people don't understand. Aniya, why are you living the way you're living? You're not a multi-millionaire. You're not living in a big house. You don't care about all those things. I don't. You know why? Because during the time of learning and growing, that's when the next blessings are coming. So during that time, I was harassed and I was going through that hell, Jerry. I learned politics. And then God so had it that I sat on the board of those 13 cities, which is called the Treasure Coast Regional League of Cities. So I went from this little Black girl on TV and radio in a newspaper, Jerry, to sitting next to that same white mayor who wanted me out of the city.
Wow.
Totally. And I sat amongst all the mayors, all the senators, all the politicians, all the Republicans. There was probably only 3 Democrats. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And guess what, Jerry? I was also one of the people that made decisions over I think it was a $30 billion budget over 13 cities. And in that time frame, I was trying to educate those stupid people in South Florida. Get on the board, sit down with these people, go to lunch, go eat with them. Join the Treasure Coast Regional League of Cities. It was only $100.
Get into the circles to know how they operate, So this is all you're gonna get, and take some places being a decision maker to change the rules.
If you don't know where your money is being spent, it's your taxpayer money. You don't know where it's going. I know where it's going. I'm on the board. I'm telling you, I food shit avec blanc no yo. Nothing. You spend $100 for a whole year. You spend $100 in 30 minutes to buy a shoe. Now you can't go and sit down and know what's happening with your taxpayer money, but you're crying to Aniya. Aniya, aide them no. Aide them parler avec Mounsa. Go ahead, Jerry. Ask me anything else.
Yes. So, kounya la, qui travaille et qui wap fait et comment non avance? Parce que c'est même qui représente nous et non avec Al Sharpton, qui prochain projet que nous gagnons. Et dernièrement, nous à Washington. Donc, qui prochain projet que nous gagnons, comme si pour fin année.
Okay, so Bambanu straight, and I hope somebody sends this message to one person he used to be my good friend, and we became enemies, and we're okay now. Mr. Oh my God. Oh my God. Long hair, the dreads.
Jensen?
Yeah, Jensen, Desoye, whatever. So let's be honest. So Jensen Desrosiers did the same thing, or Desrosiers, or whatever you want to say. And anybody can share this with him. I hope he's watching now, and I hope he calls me. If not, I'll go to his restaurant. We'll fight, we'll curse, we'll eat, and then I'll leave. Here's the bottom line. I already knew it was going to happen because, Jerry, I have a spiritual gift, right? I already see things that are going to happen a lot of times. I often don't talk about it. Jerry, when I met Jensen, and he was brought to me by my cousin, actually, that's how I know that Jensen wanted to go to DC. I spent weeks on the phone with Jensen crying. I love to cry. I spent weeks on the phone crying, Jerry, begging Jensen not to use and abuse me, because I have a feeling that once he gets to Washington, D.C. and this event is over, he's not going to keep his commitment with the National Action Network, with Reverend Al Sharpton and the Haitian Committee. Jensen, he did exactly what he said that he wasn't going to do. Jensen did exactly what he said he wasn't going to do. And as you can see, we haven't had any meetings. We haven't had any events. From that day that you all came to NAN, I brought 35 Haitians. You were there. 35 Haitians to the National Action Network on 145th Street. I didn't ask you guys for a penny. One particular doctor sent Reverend Al Sharpton $500. That was not a big deal. Jensen made promises that he was going to upkeep the community and make sure that we fight for the injustice together. That was a lie, but that wasn't a big deal. The biggest part of the hurt, Dieury, and I have to talk about it, is the fact that not only did I go above and beyond and bring 35 members to NAN, first of all, we couldn't even get a meeting with Reverend Al Sharpton. So it's two folds. Reverend Al Sharpton kept saying that we were supposed to have a sit-down meeting. I hope somebody sends this to Reverend Al Sharpton so he can understand that I'm no longer going back and forth with anybody about this. So here's the bottom line. Reverend Al Sharpton has his side. We were supposed to sit with him, talk about the problems with Haiti. This was before Jojo was murdered and assassinated. Do you remember? It was assassinated. I wrote emails to Reverend Al Sharpton and his team for us to have a sit-down conversation. Reverend Al Sharpton didn't make that happen. On Jensen's side, Jensen wanted Biden to be the president so bad, he abandoned us in New York City and went to Miami to open up a station, you're laughing, a station for Biden. And then Biden got on his knees in Little Haiti in Miami, which I grew up part of in Little Haiti, so I know the area very well. He got on his knees and begged the Haitian people to vote for him because he would do better, right? As we can see, that was a lie. So at the end of the day, right, Mr. Dieury, there is really no operating power in the Haitian group of NAN because Reverend Al Sharpton didn't do his part, Jensen Desrosiers didn't do his part, and at the end of the day, I ended up in the hospital, Jerry, just to let you know, almost having a stroke because of this issue with the Haitian committee and Reverend Al Sharpton. There you have it. Only 1 to 2 or 3 people know about that situation. Jensen knew that I ended up in the hospital before that March. Sharpton's team know that I ended up in the hospital before that March. Whatever is to happen in the future, I'm not aware because I have to remove myself when people don't care for me, Dieury. Do you agree or no?
Yes, I agree. And it was...
Man, King, I'm recording the whole time. King! What you got some side? Go ahead, go ahead, Dieury. Yes, gentle. Jerry, are you there? Jerry. DJ. I know we're still live, possibly. I know I've shared a whole lot of information this afternoon that are very much trouble starting points. But I think Jerry is back. But as you guys know, there are times in our lives that we have to tell the truth. Today is one of those days that we must tell the truth about things that have occurred to us. I don't know which birthday it is today, which ancestor's birthday is today, but I feel like today might be some ancestor's birthday for me to be telling and revealing all of these truths. But as I just mentioned to Jerry, and as he's still getting it together on his end, just understand something. I was heartbroken by the actions of Jensen Desrosiers. We're still cordial and we're friends to this day, but people are going to do what they want to do. I knew that he was going to lie to me. I knew that he wasn't going to keep up with the National Action Network Haitian Committee. He did exactly what he said he wasn't going to do. And that is what it is. I can't change Jensen. He brought 35 to NAN, but Jensen didn't keep his end of the bargain.
Yes, m'songe parti ça, m'songe côté que Jensen quittait tout le monde et puis il courir aller Washington, il courir aller Florida et puis là le fait parce que Florida a un gros problème. Vous songez pour problème elle a un gros problème.
Guess what? Jensen pas besoin là. It wasn't his deal to go and help anybody. He wanted to go there. But we could have had a stronger force here with the Haitian National Action Network if he stayed here. Do you remember? But he
Yes.
wanted to go to, and he told me that. He said, and I quote, and Jensen, you could say whatever you want, but you said it to me. Jensen said, Aniya, don't forget, because we talked after months, you understand? He said, Aniya, I just want you to know, if a better opportunity ever comes up, whenever we're doing something, I'm going to drop everything and take that better opportunity. That's what he said.
Yes. Well, it's politics, so I think we can still get back together, because right now we need the support. We need it to be together to do some things for our country and for the community. And then the election is coming up. I don't know if we come back together and then the election pop up. He will went back to Florida and then doing his thing. Well,
you're smart. Let's see what Jensen does for this one next year. We only have a few months ahead of us. And according to the climate of politics, to be honest with you, Jerry, people are already starting to talk politics now for the election that's next year. So therefore, we have no idea what's going to happen. And we don't even know if Trump is going to be reelected or not, because they keep saying Trump has been indicted and he's going to jail. But that man still has so much power by his followers. But either way, people like Jensen really have disappointed me and hurt me, because they've, again, used and abused me. But I already knew it was coming, so I wasn't tremendously hurt. It was just the fact that I even ended up in the hospital. I almost had a stroke. I know what it feels like when your body shuts down, Jerry. I ended up in the hospital for dehydration and everything. So, yeah.
Well, I think Jensen is still into the community, and then he still got some work to do, and then we need to get back together in one form or another to do the job. Because ou konnen ke grand ancêtre nou te di nou, l'union fait la force. Donc, force là kounya la pays nou nan gros problème. Donc, pour nous capable traverser dans l'autre sujet, et comment que nous capable aider nous dans situation que nous est là? Est-ce que nous obligés descendre encore et aller parler avec Al Chapton, ou bien parce que là nous avons problème question de insécurité dans le pays, et ensuite tout nous avons problème wana maintenant grand pile moun noir, grand pile haïtien dominicain yo
I don't want to talk about Sharpton. I don't want to talk about Sharpton. I don't want to talk about, yeah. Offline, probably, but Sharpton, let's just say, like, it's very disheartening. Let's just put it this way. It's very disheartening for somebody like myself to have been there for these many years. And this is no disrespect, because people will come at me and say disrespectful things to me about, how I speak. But let's just be honest. Never tell somebody or make a promise to somebody that you can't keep. I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about any, relationship. I'm not talking about personal favors. We came to you, Sharpton, for a reason. I understand too, and Dieury, I want you to be understanding too about Sharpton. Because I was not there until 2018, I wanted to be very clear, because this can go any way, but here's the truth, okay? Prior to us, Jerry, entering the NAN space and meeting Reverend Al Sharpton, he has been burnt out by Haitians before. Remember the whole situation with, I think, Abjas, I don't remember his name off the top of my head, the man that was, they raped him in the butt, the police officers raped him in the butt with the plunger.
Okay.
He was, sodomized, right? Sharpton stood with the Haitian people. Sharpton, did the whole Brooklyn Bridge thing with the Haitian people. But our people. If Jensen could hurt me the way he hurt me, I can only imagine how Sharpton was hurt by some of those Haitians that literally wanted to abuse him and use him. So therefore, I cannot put anything on Sharpton's back. I cannot say anything negative. And I declined to meet with him because there's nothing else to talk about. If he already feels the way he feels about the Haitian community, because it's actionatory, right? Like, if you see somebody that is avoiding you and avoiding the topic, that means they're hurt. They're probably still hurt. And I don't blame him. So yes, we could have had 1,000 Haitians come and become members that day, but I don't think that moved the needle because of what happened in the past. Now, how do I know what happened in the past if I wasn't there? It was told to me, Jerry. I know a lot of stuff. I know a lot of information, not just about Nan, but about a lot of people and a lot of situations and a lot of politics, a lot of business, a lot of entertainment. You understand? So at the end of the day, I don't talk about everything I know. But one thing I can say to Reverend Al Sharpton, if he ever hears this message, I forgive you. I do. Because I know you have been hurt in the past. And you know what? Let me just stop and do it now. Rev, I forgive you. For every time we were supposed to have a conversation, for every time we were supposed to meet up, you've made empty promises to me. Today, I'm publicly saying, Rev, I forgive you. I know you've been hurt. I know a lot about you. I've never tried to publicly hurt you because I'm not that person. All I ever wanted to do was bring my Haitian people to be a part of NAN so that we all could come together and help each other. But Rev, you have a big place in my heart. You have a huge place in my heart. So if Reverend Al Sharpton is listening, and if anybody wants to relay the message, that man opened his doors for me when I was in time of need, and he opens his doors to everybody. So if he never wanted to have a sit-down conversation with me or the rest of the Haitian committee, I understand, because I've seen what my own Haitian people have done to me. And if they could do it to somebody from the land, somebody like myself, Jerry, who got arrested for you people. But again, it's trauma and it's hurt and it's learned behavior. I can't undo what all these people are dealing with. All I can do is love and keep going. So that's my public decree today.
All right, so, comprendre là, vous parlez de Jensen et vous parlez de Mal Sharpton, parce que dans moment ça, nous capables de comprendre, c'est question de politique, nous pas capable de forcer nous trop et dire on sait de bagages parce que c'est moun yo gen intérêt yo gen personal feeling yo, mais kounya là et ça qui a passé dans la République dominicaine. On entend débat yo, nèg yo, et yo gen 11 prises sous rivière, n'a passé prend 11 prises, nèg yo sorti pour envahir nous, on prend pour vider coup de balle sur nous, nèg yo camper yo président fermer frontière, on sait de décision et qui soit pensé et comment vous pensez que nous capables et aider et frère avec ce nous parce que si pas de l'eau on n'est pas capable de produire, il n'est pas capable de faire manger, il y a toujours à la République dominicaine, il y a toujours pris des bateaux, il y a toujours foncé des bagages. Qui sont passés situation?
What's the issue ça encore? Like, it's not coming from the Dominican Republic. It's not coming from Haiti. It's coming from another entity and several entities working together to strip Haiti of all of its gold, its diamonds, its minerals, etc. But there's a war coming. There's a war coming, and it's not going to be Haitian against Haitian, Jerry. I repeat, there's a big war coming. And for the people that keep coming against the children of Haiti and the country itself, understand, if you don't get your hands clean, honey, when that war does come, you're in trouble. Because at the end of the day, Jerry, I don't even blame the Dominican government at this point. Imagine having all of these refugees, all of these migrants coming into your country without any resolution or solution. Imagine, Jerry, what would you do? You would have no choice, especially, now I want you to catch this, Jerry, and everybody else listening, especially if you're being funded to do certain things. And that's where I close with that. So I have no solutions. We still don't have a president in Haiti. They killed Jovenel and they are raping the land. They killed Jojo and they are causing mass destruction every day. We had allies. All of our allies turned against us because we have no real leadership. And that was the way it was intended for such a time as this. But a big war is coming. I'm telling you, there's a big war. There's a manifestation that's coming. The people are saying enough, and Haiti is going to come back on its feet. And everything that's owed to the Haitian people will be returned. But it takes us, Jerry, to fight the good fight of faith. We can't fight each other. Jensen De was it. You can't tell Aniya that you give a damn about the Haitian people and that you want to go and walk in a freaking march in Washington, D.C. and use and abuse me until I almost die in the hospital and think God is going to bless you. You understand? God is watching and listening to every action people will take against one another, because when the time comes and la frappe nous, be careful.
Ok, et nous comprenons le message là parce que là, nous avons des armes dans le pays d'Haïti pour tout le monde, pour faire quitter le pays. Donc, c'est un complot international, un bon monde qui derrière complot ça. Et de jour en jour, on a réalisé que un petit canal, bon, bagala vin tellement laid pour juste un petit canal, et puis pour nous faire tout ça, et puis il y a l'autre pays qui va dire rien. Moun te supposé dans ce bagay, yo jusque là, yo pas dit rien parce que c'est plan yo cap continuer pour capable détruire pays et forcer de mais j'en dis là et gon bagay cap vini et pays d'Haïti après prendre place parce que nous sommes innocents. Là nous t'apprend indépendance nous, c'est bon Dieu qui te ban nous indépendance et nous te aider en pilote gratis ti chéri. Nous aidons ces deux l'autre monde gratis ti chéri pour que yo capable et prendre indépendance pour capable vivre et tant commun.
But they forgot everything that we did to help them. But that's life, right? You will give everything to people. I shared just before we came on earlier, Jerry, I went on my live platform. You know, Jerry, when I first came to New York City, the place that I was born in, when I came back as an adult, I didn't come back and have a house here, Jerry. I didn't come back and have anybody here because my health was so deteriorating from Florida, right? I told you I didn't come back to life twice. So when I came here, people didn't know me. I didn't know a lot of people or whatever. And I kept fighting the good fight of faith because one of the things that I was very passionate about, Jerry, was politics from Florida. So nobody knew me, and I liked it like that because the minute you know somebody, you're gonna make a decision on how to treat them, right? So I like keeping a low profile, even though I'm very vocal. I say that to say, one stupid lady a few months ago had the nerve to be taking notes on my life, Jerry, when she literally heard me tell her that I was homeless when I was first here in New York City. And this is some of the problems that I was going through. Isn't it funny, Jerry, that you could look like $1 million, you can do anything, you can help so many people, you could bless people. This woman watched me buy books for complete strangers at an event. She has heard about my character. She knows who I am. And then she had the nerve to be taking notes on me, Jerry, to possibly go tell other people my story of how I was homeless. Not understanding I was fighting for my health. I was fighting to live. I would have lived underneath the sewer just to be healthy, Jerry. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're going through. Haiti is going through that too. We can help everybody. We can give. That's what we've done. We never wanted anything from anybody. That's why I get so mad, Jerry. That's why I get so mad, because we've done so much for everybody, and yet they keep turning their backs on us when we need the help. They're taking our notes. They're just like this stupid lady, taking notes on my homelessness. So the next conversation I had with this stupid whore, I had to explain to her, you're taking notes about my homelessness, but did you know I lost almost $1 million worth of land? Did you know that it's because of my health that I have to fight and live like this? And that's why I give back to everybody, because the more I give is the better the protection is for me.
Yeah, exactly. Donc, jodi a, donc, nèg yo gen un gros problème mais contre nous-mêmes. Et là, on a souffri. Et nous ka ouais, même dans Assemblée générale l'ONU, là, bagala vraiment mêlé. Bagala vraiment mêlé, vraiment difficile.
Nous pas gen union.
Yeah. Et y en a bagay qui fait mal. Parents nous te bataille pour question de liberté, comprendre, égalité. Côté que ouais, nous t'a supposé camper, nous t'a supposé camper ensemble avec nous, c'est eux même encore qui a crasé nous. Juste en question de racisme, parce que nous t'es libérés, nous t'es crasé le système économique qui était basé sur ces monde, qui était basé sur faire mon travail gratis pour eux, et puis eux même y a profité. Donc c'est ça qui toute rancune. C'est vraiment malheureux, yo pas jamais comme si oublier bagay ça. ça rete dans l'esprit et c'est ça qui a mené yo dans mauvais côté là. Moi vraiment regrette ça pour. Pour l'essentiel, nous pensons que et c'est pas faute nous, c'est eux même qui en tort et ça bon Dieu réservé pour nous. Vous comprenez la privée quand même parce que il pas plus faut passer bon Dieu capable bien tout âme, il capable bien tout bagaille mais ça bon Dieu réservé pour et la privée quand même et c'est péché yo même qui a cause condamnation yo. Donc n'a toujours que ça concept nous et nous liberté, égalité, tout le monde c'est monde n'a travaille avec tout le monde mais nous pas passer aucun monde en bas pied. Donc c'est ça message là, c'est pas nous-mêmes qui parlons rien mais c'est bon Dieu dans le ciel là. Comme yo dit quoi dans bon Dieu, c'est bon Dieu dans le ciel là lui-même qui a c'est ensemble avec eux. Donc nous pas gagner et pour nous faire. Mais qui avant nous conclure parce que là et qui n'a besoin où
Oui.
et qui message pour
avant la bataille là.
Et qui message que conclut pour nous avec qui message qu'on gagne pour mesdames en Haïti parce que jour ça c'est jour mesdames qui en Haïti et qui dans diaspora qui message ou gagner et pour eux même dans bataille ça et dans pour pays d'Haïti et à travers le monde.
Kembe là nous pas arriver mais demain si Dieu veut. Kembe là petite moi-même m'a parlé avec nous sincèrement ouais c'est ticket moi connais n'a passé un pile douleur c'est vrai. Moi connais ça qui a passé en bas parce que moun yo relem même le metap fait king moun yo appelé pour faire zoom parce que moun pas connaît moi enceinte sinon yo pas même connaît si nous t'a fait outil moun so tout moun appelé chaque moment il a expliquer ça qui a passé chaque jour mais zami pam sem yo comprendre bien bon Dieu choisi nous pour moment ça même le douleur en pile mais comprendre si nous kembe pour l'autre jour, lumière après lumière, et n'a pas clairement. Si bon Dieu va nous petit bébé, dans moment, mauvais action, ça yo, pas jeter pour moi. Si nous besoin un côté pour laguer Timounio, laguer un côté, parce que c'est là ça, bon Dieu choisi pour un pile Timoun fait. I know it sounds crazy what I'm saying. Comprenez-moi bien. Si spawn fait avortement, abortion, avortement, whatever moun yo vle dire. Pour qui ça m'a expliqué nous ça? Parce que il y a pile moun qui pas ka fait ti moun jodi. Ti moun nan, parce que c'est ti moun sa yo qui a goumé pour nous demain si Dieu veut. Nom c'est Aniya E. Si nous m'a créé tout temps pour problème Haïti, comment moi te gen grand-mère qui était là, qui te monté la vie, plus belle. Quand même, tu as un gros caille pour le prince. Quand même, tu as quitté un pile bagaille pour nous. Quand même, c'était plus beaux amis. Bon Dieu fait, moi, tu as gagné 20 ans avec, 21 ans avec. Et puis, bon Dieu, quitté l'aller, retourner dans le même. Mais petit, moi, yo, moun, moi, yo, comprends bien. Moi, voyager en pile à Haïti. Moi, alloué un pile bagaille à Haïti et l'homme de ti moun petit, moi pas comprendre misère parce que nous pas lever dans ça. Mais si nous vraiment aider l'autre monde, pas penser c'est pas rien mais pas pour faire, sinon pas penser il a payé pour ça tout et moi chercher l'argent dans même monde. Non, c'est pas ça même. C'est bon Dieu qui va me donner parce que c'est bon Dieu qui choisit pour moment ça. Avec ça, m'a dit nous, Kembe là encore, va continuer bataille là, même le loup est là avec nous. Si nous crié aujourd'hui, crier, al passer au mouchoir sous figi nous, petit glo, retirer tout problème, tout haine, tout bagaille net, et puis goumer encore pour la vie, parce que bon Dieu là avec. Merci Dieury, merci tout le monde qui t'a suivi nous. Monde qui t'a suivi nous, de merci Dieu veut, ou n'importe le Kembela, nous connaissons, c'est Aniya et n'a pas mon corps sous bataille. Quittez-moi avec petit garçon pour quelques années, toujours, parce que qui a besoin. Bon Dieu béni nous.
Ok, thank you. Merci King, et puis merci Dana. Donc, bye King. Et bravo. Bravo. Donc, si vous ne pouvez pas sortir l'école, la prochaine fois, et ma présente au Timounio, et puis ma paix content pour faire connaissance avec King. Donc, ça, c'est petit Haïti, n'a éduqué pour connaître, pour rentrer dans la bataille là, et depuis au fait parce que et bataille là a besoin. Donc merci un peu Aniya, merci pour tout le travail que vous faites déjà. Merci pour le travail que vous faites et surtout merci pour le travail que vous continuez à faire parce que bataille là a pu continuer. Donc nous disons tout le monde, on vous remercie, bye bye, à la prochaine. Donc les amis, c'est